Hi everyone, I'm doing my weekly update a little bit different this week. I'm trying something new. Normally I use an AI avatar and TTS software, but this week I'm doing it a bit different because I want to start talking about what I've sort of come across and what I've done this week, not just the videos I've made. So this week I made a video where I got rid of a bystander using Runway ML. So I went out and I did some drone footage, and that was in 4K 30, I think. And I had this really good scene, but there was one man who was just standing there and he sort of spoilt it. So I used Runway ML, and in a couple of clicks, I just completely got rid of him. Not personally, of course, but within the video footage. So you can see that video in the cards or check out the link below. And I also did a very quick run through of something called Visio. Or Vizio, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. This again is another AI avatar software. It costs $69 for the commercial license, one-time payment. I actually think it's really, really good. It really surprised me just how good it is. And even though it is the traditional, you buy, you don't get to try it, but you can refund style piece of software that I quite often review, I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I thought it was really good, and I was surprised just how much it competes and how good a job it does compared to more traditional software packages like Yepic AI, Pipio, and other ones like that. So those are the videos I've done this week. Unfortunately, I've done a lot of half videos as well. I've started a lot of videos and not finished them for various reasons, but it's meant I've not got as many out as I wanted to. Maybe next week I'll start getting those half finished videos actually finished and put out, and we can see what they're like. In news this week, the big news really is Final Cut Pro on the iPad. I should really say the iPad Air or the iPad Pro, because it's not coming to just your conventional iPad. You need a really high spec iPad. Now, I have mixed views about this because I've just upgraded my LumaFusion to include the multicam and the Final Cut export. When I started doing video editing and I started filming in 4K, I did it on an iPad. I bought this iPad and it could run LumaFusion and it could work really well with 4K footage. And I used this and this knockoff Apple Pencil from Logi, a lot cheaper than the Apple Pencil, and using LumaFusion I could do some really good videos, and loads of my videos were done with LumaFusion just on the iPad, just editing on the iPad, and I could do some really good things. I recently bought a MacBook and I've been using Final Cut Pro for that, and with my PC work I use Camtasia. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with LumaFusion, and I could actually run LumaFusion on my MacBook, but I pretty much stick to using it on the iPad. I really don't know how I feel about Final Cut Pro. It looks really good on the iPad, and it means you can be really portable. And one thing I find with using Final Cut Pro is I'm quickly running out of memory or storage on my MacBook. So actually having another thing that can do Final Cut Pro, or another device that can do Final Cut Pro, means I could just alternate between the two of them. That'd be quite useful. But it's subscription, and it's £50 a year or £5 a month. The prices are quoted in dollars, but I'm going to assume they're going to be the same in pounds. And I just don't know how I feel. I would also have to buy a new iPad. I'd have to buy an iPad Pro, or I'd have to buy an iPad Air just to use it. It won't run on this. And if I'm going to be getting a new iPad, again, DaVinci Resolve won't run on this. I'm stuck with LumaFusion on this. Not that LumaFusion's bad, but I do wonder whether I'm just better off using DaVinci Resolve on the iPad. I don't know. I am excited by Final Cut Pro on the iPad, and it does sort of mean I can be more mobile in my video editing. What I'm really looking for is things that are going to speed up my video editing. So if I can speed up my video editing, I'm really quite happy with that. I don't know whether getting Final Cut Pro on the iPad is going to do it. I do like editing with Final Cut Pro. It is by far the best one I've ever used, but like I say, I'm always running out of space because it just takes up so much space when you're using 4K footage, etc. What is really good, again, using Final Cut Pro, is I can film stuff on my iPhone, and now I've got the Mac, I am filming more and more on my iPhone, and it will make a very nice partnership with the iPad if I had Final Cut Pro. But I just don't know. I'm not desperate to get it. Like I say, I've got LumaFusion and I've got a MacBook with Final Cut Pro on. I really hope they don't make Final Cut Pro for the Mac subscription. I think that would really annoy people. Anyway, that is my weekly update. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer the new format? Do you want to go back to the old format? Let me know. Thank you. Goodbye.